Later that evening, Henry, at 6 p.m., I race home from work and attempt to make myself attractive. Home these days is a tiny but insanely expensive studio apartment on North Dearborn. I am constantly banging parts of myself on inconvenient walls, countertops, and furniture. Step 1. Unlock 17 locks on apartment door, flying myself into the living room, which is also my bedroom, and begin stripping off clothing. Step 2. Shower and shave. Step 3. Stare hopelessly into the depths of my closet, gradually becoming aware that nothing is exactly clean. I discover one white shirt still in its dry cleaning bag. I decide to wear the black suit, wingtips, and pale blue tie. Step 4. Done all of this and realize I look like an FBI agent. Step 5. Look around and realize that the apartment is a mess. I resolve to avoid bringing Claire to my apartment tonight, even if such a thing is possible. Step 6. Look in full-length bathroom mirror and behold angular, wild-eyed, 6'1", 10-year-old Egan Schiller look alike in clean shirt and funeral director suit. I wonder what sort of outfits this woman has seen me wearing, since I am obviously not arriving from my future into her past wearing clothes of my own. She said she was a little girl. A plethora of unanswerables runs through my head. I stop and breathe for a minute. Okay, I grab my wallet and my keys, and away I go. Lock the 37 locks, descend in the cranky little elevator, buy roses for Claire in the shop in the lobby, walk 2 blocks to the restaurant in record time, but still 5 minutes late. Claire is already seated in a booth and she looks relieved when she sees me. She waves at me like she's in a parade. Hello, I say. Claire is wearing a wine-colored velvet dress and pearls. She looks like a Botticelli by way of John Graham. Huge grey eyes, long nose, tiny delicate mouth like a geisha. She has long red hair that covers her shoulders and falls to the middle of her back. Claire is so pale, she looks like a waxwork in the candlelight. I thrust the roses at her. For you. Thank you, says Claire, absurdly pleased. She looks at me and realizes that I'm confused by her response. You've never given me flowers before. I slide into the booth opposite her. I'm fascinated. This woman knows me. This isn't some passing acquaintance of my future Hajaras. The waitress appears and hands us menus. Tell me, I demand. What? Everything, I mean. Do you understand why I don't know you? I'm terribly sorry about that. Oh no, you shouldn't be. I mean, I know. Why that is, Claire lowers her voice. It's because for you, none of it has happened yet. But for me, Well, I've known you for a long time. How long? About 14 years. I first saw you when I was 6. Jesus, have you seen me very often, or just a few times? The last time I saw you, you told me to bring this to dinner when we met again. Claire shows me a pale blue child's diary. So here, she hands it to me. You can have this. I open it to the place marked with a piece of newspaper. The page, which has 2 Cocker Spaniel puppies lurking in the up right-hand corner, is a list of dates. It begins with September 23, 1977, and ends 16 small, blue-puppied pages later on May 24, 1989. I count. There are 152 dates written with great care in the large open Palmer method, blue ball point pen of a 6-year-old. You made the list. These are all accurate? Actually, you dictated this to me. You told me a few years ago that you memorized the dates from this list, so I don't know how exactly this exists. I mean, it seems sort of like a Mobius strip, but they are accurate. I used them to know when to go down to the meadow to meet you. The waitress reappears and will order tom kha gai for me and gamba salmon for Claire. A waiter brings tea and I pour us each a cup. What is the meadow? I am practically hopping with excitement. I have never met anyone from my future before, much less a Botticelli who has encountered me 152 times.